Coming up in tonight's show, Martin's journey, how I've got on this week with my own personal weight loss, another fantastic low-calorie recipe, and this week is a finger-licking crackerjack chicken recipe, a topic
there we go.
As February is Fiber February, what national days we have got to celebrate throughout this week, and finally, a little bit of a taster of what is coming up next week on your Mondays with Martin. So without further ado, it is time for this week's Mondays with Martin. What is going on, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, happy people? How are we doing? Hope we are all well. Welcome to this week's Mondays with Martin. Yes, hope you're all well. So, don't you love technology? For some reason, my streaming software has reverted itself back to a very old intro, so that was brilliant. Hello, Charmaine. Are you all right? So, yeah, so I don't know why it's done that. So, I'm going to have to edit that, ready for posting it out on Wednesday. Hope you are all well out there. So it's been a fantastic weekend. I was down in Oxford gigging, so it meant that I got to see some family and friends down there. Done well with my Martin's journey, which I'll get into in a bit with you guys. But yeah, hope you are well. How was your weekend, people? How was your weekend? Hope it's all right. So I just got to do the quick little shares here. Diddle-diddle-doo, 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 diddle-diddle-doo. Alrighty. I think I've done it. Have I done it all? Oh yeah. Sorry. Normally I do this while the intro's going on, but I got so confused by why it had pinged the new or the old intro up from weeks back. Charmaine with a like, Jackie Bryan with a like. My weekend was wonderful. Of course it was. How is your ear? How is your ear doing? Hope you're all right. So what have I got coming up for you today? So we got because I need to recap this because of the intro being wrong. So we got Mondays with Martin, episode 7. So today we've got Martin's journey and how well I've done on my weight loss journey so far. I didn't get any sort of like recommendation topics last week, so I'm going to be doing the Get Moving. So I've done a couple of videos for that. And then a Valentine's meal. This is the reason I've called this a Valentine's meal is because it is one of my favorite meals to cook at Valentine's. It's absolutely delicious, and it's only 412 calories per person. It is for step 3 and above if you are one of our slimmers. So it's something that I really, really, really do want you guys to go and try out. Very, very easy. Very, very simple. You know, about 25 minutes prep and cook time. So, hey, Lindsay, all right? It is a delicious one. And I even got Litland to try a bit, and she loved it. So she has now got a new meal that she wants to try out when she is out and about, which is good. So, firstly, let's get into Martin's journey. So, I made mousse today. Wasn't bad, but think it needed a bit more mousse mix. Yeah, so you're
awesome.
Okay, Gary coming in with a like, cheers, buddy. So with that mousse, you need to make it up with 150 ml of water and two teaspoons of the mixer mousse. Mix the mixer mousse in with the powder, in with the shake powder first. Mix it up well in there, and then add it to the water. Make sure you blitz it well. And then you need to put it in the fridge for at least 10 minutes. All right? And it should come out thick and lovely like that. Lindsay, thank you very much for the like as well. So, my journey. So, I've been on plan all week apart from the weekend. So I was down in Oxford gigging again, which wasn't a bad thing. I was on plan. Excuse me. That's because I just necked a bottle of water. And then today is my brother's birthday, so big happy birthday to my brother Simon. And so we went out for a meal on the Sunday. I watched what I was having, but I did 150, but only 1 teaspoon of the mousse. Yeah, you got to use 2 teaspoons of the mousse. I found that 1 wasn't quite enough, so use 2. That's why it says on the packet, use 1 to 2 teaspoons. Yeah, so it's my brother's birthday, so we did go out for a meal, but I still lost half a pound this week. So a loss is still a loss, and I'm happy with that. So I've lost half a pound. I'm also doing a bit of a health kick and trying to cut down on a very naughty habit. And today I've done well with that. So, yes, try and kick that habit. But yeah, so my journey's going well. I'm happy with that. I would have liked more, but with the weekend that I had, I'm happy to have lost the half pound. So back on it again this week, hard. And hopefully we'll be looking at sort of like a 4 to 5 pound loss I'm looking for next week. We'll see how we get on with that. So yeah, that's my journey. Nothing else really. On there, I haven't been doing anything strenuous or anything like that. Smoking, not anything more. Well, I was trying not to say it, but yeah, I'm trying to quit down. I'm trying to quit smoking. So I've gone back to using my vape, and I've only had 2 cigarettes today. So that I'm pleased for. So yes, right. Something that I wanted to discuss quickly with you. So here we are then, guys, my delicious Chinese... I don't know what's going on with my stream software. It does every time I change a topic, and it's going, but not properly. So, as you know, I swear by the Eat Water products. And one of Vanessa's friends messaged and said about another product which I couldn't find anywhere. I'm addicted to life. That's about all I'm addicted to. Yes, life and fun. So, yeah, so they contacted me about another product. Now, this is exactly the same stuff. So, this all the slim noodles, the slim pasta, the slim rices, and then you also they're all made from a Japanese herb root called cognac. Okay, so it's a very good plant. It's vegan friendly, and it's extremely low calorie. So the stuff that I was getting by a company called Eat Water, where I was getting it from my favourite rainforest shop, worked out at around about £2 to £2.49 per packet. Now, this has come across, and I found this in Addicted to Singing. Yeah, there is that. I'm flitting. There is in Home Bargains. So I am dropping shops, but it saves you shopping around. So in Home Bargains, they do this one, and it's by a company called Yumsu. Okay, so it's this one. I'm looking at the wrong screen. And it's skinny noodles. They've got skinny rice, and they also have skinny spaghetti. Now these work out. The other ones that I get will work out at 9 calories per portion. These work out at 14 calories per portion, but that's because you get a bigger portion in these ones. So the Eat Water ones are 100 grams per portion. They're 200 gram packets, giving you 18 calories if you wanted the whole packet, like what I do. Whereas these are 250 grams drained weight, so that gives you 125 grams. So that extra 25 grams equates to an extra 5 calories. So you get 14 calories per serving, or 28 calories for the whole pack. So if you do like a little bit more food and bulk out and like to use the whole pack, this is still worth it at 28 calories rather than the 18. So you're adding an extra 10 to it, but still worth it if it's going to make you not snack and not eat. So try these ones if you don't want to try the Eat Water. It's all made from the same stuff. And the directions are still the same. Rinse it 3 times under cold water before, and then 2 minutes to cook. Nice and easy. So that takes me to next week's recipe. Somebody, I do believe it was Jessica, one of my American viewers. She asked, can I come up with my desk is a mess, hold on. Get my paperwork. Bit like the news. And tonight's news. Don't know what that was. Anyway, chicken Alfredo. She asked me to come up with a chicken Alfredo recipe, which I have done. I've come up with it, and that's going to be the recipe that I do for next week. So it's another Italian style recipe for you guys. I do apologize. I specialize in Italian. It's kind of my go-to, but chicken Alfredo is going to be the recipe for next week. Now, when I looked at this, this recipe is going to be a serves 4 recipe at 231 calories per person. When I looked at the original recipe, it was 590 calories per person. So that's a massive drop down. All right, so that's next week's recipe, and that's going to be using, I'm going to have to use the spaghetti. Normally you'd use fettuccine, but I'm going to have to use the spaghetti on this because I'm going to use these ones. All righty, so that is that. Just wanted to get that out there, that I had found this product, tried, tested, worth it. All right. I'm then going to, so next week I'm going to be doing the chicken Alfredo. I'm doing kind of next week's. I'm also going to do a low calorie pancake because on Tuesday next week is pancake day. So we're going to do that. Or Shrove Tuesday. Episode 9, I'm going to do a British dish for you. A very, very British dish. What I like to call a one pot dish. All right. So we got some more British stuff coming up later on. And I'll try and get into some proper British stuff. But yeah, so that's the skinny stuff. So go ahead and try that. And it is really, really worth swapping out your pasta for this stuff. So worth it. Absolutely worth it. Right. So the topic this week that I decided to do was keep moving. Okay. So we briefly touched on it last week. I've touched on it a bit before. But the importance of keeping yourself moving and the exercise. So when you're doing weight loss and when you're doing fast weight loss, which is on our plan and that we're hoping to get you down as quick as possible in as safe as possible way, obviously we need to keep our skin nice and toned and nice and taut. So I've gone for a few exercises because not everyone is able to exercise given your circumstances, whether it's disability or whatever. So I've done a few exercises. We touched on it last week using the resistance bands, but then I've also thrown a couple in there. If you can get some just lightweight stuff, there's a little exercise that I like to call 21s that's in there as well. So I'm going to get into that in a bit. But the other stuff, the biggest thing that I can say is go for a walk. I mean, I want to challenge you guys to go for a walk every day this week. And even if it's just a mile, try and walk 7 miles this week. Just challenging you to go for a walk. And that coincides with, on Monday is National Birdwatch Day. So not today. Next Monday is National Birdwatch Day. So whilst you're out having a walk, get yourself a bird thing. And hey, Rachel, you're right. Get yourself a list of birds that are native to your area and not, and see what birds you can spot whilst you're on your walk. Take a picture or a small video whilst you're on your walk. Tag us in it. Thank you very much for the like, Rachel. Give us a little tag in it. You know, pop it up on your Facebook and hold yourself accountable for your exercise. But if it's a brisk walk and you can get your heart going faster, that's going to be better for you. But just moving in general is going to be better. Get your arms moving as well. That will help. Okay. So there is that. If you've got a dog, you've got a perfect excuse to get out walking. So there is that. So I have done, please don't laugh at them because they were kind of just off the cuff. I had to do each exercise about 10 times until I was happy with the video, and I still ain't 100% happy with the video. And it's not the best quality. I don't know why my thing was out of focus. So excuses. But I've done a few little videos. I'm going to run through them. I'm going to explain to you what muscle group this is helping. Without going into too many, because there's so many muscle groups, but I'm going to just give you little hints and tips. There is going to be a video pop up on my side here any second. If I can, it's not working. Just here. There we go. There we go. That's me. So using the resistance bands now, because of our daughter doing gymnastics, we've got some asymmetric bars, so I've actually hooked it over the asymmetric bars to do this. So the first exercise that I am running through, these are doing squats, but using that resistance band as well. So you want to squat down as low as you can and try and get your hips to your knees to be 90 degrees. Do about 10 of these if you can muster. If you can muster 20, do about 20 of these. Take sort of like a 20-second breather and then hit them again. Do another 20. Try and do 3 sets of these. Now, by doing the squats, you are working your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, okay? They're also going to be working your abdominal muscles at the same time. So do 10 reps and do 3 sets of 10 reps of these. Take a 20-second break. Do another 10 to 20 reps. Take a 20-second break. Right, the next one are lunges. So you're going to stand back, lunge forward. Now, you can't quite see my legs on this very well, but as you lunge forward, your knee needs to come up. So if this is your... Where's the camera? This is your body. Your knee needs to come up to a 90-degree angle. Your hip needs to come up, to a 90-degree angle. And then your knee needs to be 90 degrees to that hip so that you are making this kind of shape, okay? You need to be getting that for a perfect lunge. Again, this is going to work your quads, your calves, your glutes, your glops, and it's also going to work your abs. Now, by using as you can see, I'm using the resistance band as well, and I'm coming up and out at the same time. This is going to do your pectoral muscles and your deltoids. So you are getting kind of a full body workout all at the same time here, which is going to help keep your chest nice and tight. It's going to help keep your posture upright because you need to keep a straight back. Having that resistance band there also helps with your balance. When I was doing the squats, I did lose balance a few times, okay? So, nice and simple. And again, you're going to do 10 to 20 of these, then swap leg, do 10 to 20. So, if you can't muster too many, do 10 on one leg, do 10 on the other, 20-second break, and then do another set. And you want to do 3 sets of these. So, you're going to do 10 to 20 reps, and you're going to do 3 sets. Okay, so I just seen Rachel's comment. I'm doing very good, Rachel. Thank you very much. So again, and by doing this, we're working our pectoral muscles, our deltoids, and it works a little bit of our triceps. All right, on this one, you'll have to excuse the bar going across. Oh, you can't quite see it. So this one, what we're doing, we're pulling down, and you want to make sure you have a closed fist up here by your hand, and you're keeping that closed fist as you come down, so that closed fist is away like this. This is going to work your trapezius and your trapezius muscle, which is the neck muscle here, which is where a majority of my strength is, and it's also going to work your triceps, okay? So, and you, again, just from here, by your ears, come down. Now, you'll see I'm crouched over slightly. That's to keep, I'm just leaning forward slightly, and that is just to keep your tricep movement coming down, okay? This will help hold you tight. Can you do a diagram of which muscles you work with what exercise? Oh, bear with me. Can you do a diagram of which muscles you work with what exercise? Which muscles are what? Okay, so your biceps are this muscle here. Your triceps are this muscle down here. Pectorals, you know your pecs, that's here. These are your pectoral majors. In here, there is another muscle that goes from here through to your deltoids, which is the deltoids are these muscles here. Okay, so they go through to your deltoids. They're called your pectoral minors. So whenever you do this exercise or out, that's your pec. Whenever you come right round, this is your pectoral minors. It helps your pulling force. Your deltoids are here on the shoulder, and your trapezius is your neck muscles. So you've got your neck muscles is your trapezius, your shoulder muscles are your deltoids. You then have your triceps, your biceps. I'm not going to get into all of them, but yeah, I can put a thing out there of your quads. These are your muscles on your thighs. Your calf muscles, I can't remember off the top of my head what the correct name of them are. I think it is it's bicep something. Bicep fortimus or something like that. But your calf muscles. But you've got so many muscles in there, but these are the main ones that we're focusing on. So this exercise that I'm doing at the moment, coming into your face and pulling out, this is working your deltoids, your trapezius, and your pectoral majors. Okay, so here, neck and shoulder. Okay, chest, neck, shoulder. Does that help? So these are working your chest. This is your upper body strength, your chest, and it's where we tend to get the most sag when we're working. Now this one round here, this is going to use your deltoids, shoulder, trapezius, which is your neck. This is also going to work your triceps, your pectoral majors, and your pectoral minors. This is a nice all-round tightening and strengthening exercise. Okay. This is what makes you beef out a little bit. It keeps you nice and taut. Sweat swoo, says Vanessa. So apologise for my Frontman 12 gaming kind of plug there. Right, so with this, what I've done now is I've taken it, I've put it under my feet, and I'm pushing down tight, and now I'm pulling upwards, keeping my fists rotated, so my palms are facing up. And this is working our biceps, okay? So this is working this muscle here. This is your pulling force. Your bicep is your pulling force. Your tricep, which is, I've got to do the other arm, this muscle here, that is your pushing force. So you have bicep, tricep. So, and again, so what we're going to do here, you only want to do 10. I'm going to pause this now. You're only going to do 10 reps per set, rest for 20 seconds, and then do it again. Serious concentration phase. That, honestly, each exercise I did 6 to 10 times because I weren't happy with the video. I was shattered by the end of doing all this. Okay, so this next one that I've got for you, this is where it comes in when I said if you can get them weights. Okay, you can go to any little shop does them, Home Bargains, but your sports shops or whatever, and you can buy the little barbells, the little dumbbells, sorry, little sets. Now I'm only using 5 kilos on each side here, okay, but you can go down, a kilo will do it, 2 kilos. Normally I use around about 7.5 kilo on each arm. If you've got a barbell, a full bar, that's better because it keeps you straighter. But this is called 21s. And what you're going to do is you're going to start off by your waist, and you're going to come up halfway. And you're going to come up halfway. Yeah, 7 times. So you're only coming up so that your arms are at a 90-degree angle. So from waist up to 90 degree. Do that 7 times. Then what you're going to do, once you're in the last one, you're going to come halfway up, and you're going to go from 90-degree waist all the way to your shoulders. 90-degree waist all the way to your shoulders. You do this 7 times. And then once you've done it from there 7 times, you can see I'm trying to count and I'm out of puff. You're going to go all the way down to all the way up 7 times. You need to try not to lean into it. You've got to stand perfectly straight back and let your biceps do all the work. This is going to work your biceps, and here comes that word again, your deltoids, which is your shoulder muscles. Okie dokie. Before we get into this one, let me just go back a little bit because I missed it. Okay, so that's a very good one. You can use any weight on this, even a can of beans. It is something. You just need a little bit of resistance there, okay? Middle eye will do them at the moment as well. Okie dokie. There we go. So you just need a bit of resistance there. But the more weight you've got, the better. Don't crank the weight up. You're not looking to be a bodybuilder. You are literally looking to keep yourself toned, to keep your skin tight, keep yourself toned, okay? And keep that strength there. So this next one that I've got for you is called jumping jacks. They are called jumping jacks, not star jumps. A star jump is where you make the star motion and back again in one jump. This is a jumping jack, where you out, in, out, in. This is a jumping jack, not a star jump. A star jump, you would come back to the center again before you hit the ground, okay? 20 of these. I've been using a tin of beans for my physio exercises. Yep, it's a small amount of weight and it really, really does do it. Do it every day. Every day if you can, because it's only a small amount, so you're not actually going to get the fatigue with it. Now, there was a guy, I can't remember the actor's name now, but he basically said, to all of you lot, there are 7 days in a week. To me, there are 21 days in a week. I'm like, okay. He said, to you lot, there are 24 hours in a day. To me, there are 8 hours in a day. So this was very, very interesting. And basically what he said, he gets up, he has an hour, and then he starts his workout regime. Then he has a 2-hour break where he eats, he relaxes, and then he starts his workout regime again. And he lives each day the same, on an 8-hour cycle. 8-hour cycle. So he says he gets 21 days, and then he works out big style. So, what we got here? I'll stick with a tin of beans. Don't want to drop a weight on my toe. Yeah, ha ha ha. It was 20 kilo weight, and it was one weight. So anyway, these jumping jacks, these are good for cardio. But by doing it's good on every muscle in your body doing the jumping jacks. So you want to do 10 to 20 of these, have a 20-second break, do another 10 to 20, do it 3 times. 3 sets of 10 to 20 reps. However, what would be better is if you do it in 30-second stints. So you do 30 seconds jumping jacks. It doesn't matter how many you do. 30 seconds jumping jacks, 30-second rest. 30 seconds, 30-second rest. 30 seconds jumping jacks, 30-second rest. That is going to be the best thing for you on these, is try and work to a 30-second thing. You can do that with all these exercises. Work into 30 seconds, have a 30-second rest. Work to 30 seconds, have a 30-second rest. Okay? Put a sports bra on. If you are not energetic enough to do the jumping jacks properly, you can do half jacks. This is not a half jack. Okay? That is just stepping. That is not going to do nothing. You need to do their side lunges on a half jack. So your half jacks are proper out like this, out like this. If you can't do jumping jacks, we're going to do side jacks. You need to do 20 of these, okay? Or 30 seconds, 30-second rest, 30 seconds. This is cardiovascular. This is going to help you breathe. This is going to keep your lungs going. It is also going to up your endurance on how much you can do. So this is only your starting place on this. If you can do this every single day, I can tell you now that within a week, you'll be able to do double all this, okay? So, so when it comes to doing the resistance band stuff, I look at around about doing reps of about 60. So I'll do 60 reps per set. What a rep? For those of you that don't know what a rep is, 1 is a rep. So I'll do 60 of them, take a 20 to 30 second break, 60 more, do 3. Don't do more than 3, don't knock yourself out. But even just sticking to 20, this is going to be enough to keep you tightened up, to keep your skin tight, and to keep you toned, and help to rebuild any muscle that you may have lost along the way, along your weight loss, along your being out of your weight target. Does that help? I hope it does. Going for a jog. Start off with a walk, move it up to a brisk walk, move it up to a fast walk, move it up to a gentle jog, move it up to a run. Yeah, no, itchy nose. So you can constantly keep evolving what you're doing. like Barbara Windsor in the Carry On film. So yeah, it is evolution and evolving. If you're finding this really easy, like your resistance bands, okay? Once you're finding them resistance bands easy and there's no resistance there, fold it in half or make it shorter. You're going to double that resistance. You're knackered thinking about it. To be fair, you're getting quite a bit of cardiovascular when you cycle to work, so you're already getting that cardiovascular in there. But yeah, I try to do these every day. I'm very active anyway. Obviously, on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm coaching gymnastics, so that's helping. And yes, I do take part in it, much to Vanessa's disbelief. So yeah, you can work this in. If you can do this every day, it is literally half an hour. To do all of this video, all of these exercises that I've just gone through with you are going to be half an hour, but you're going to find yourself feeling fitter and feeling more energetic. The more weight you lose, the more stamina you have anyway, the more fitter you feel. This will also help keep your posture correct as well. No slouching all the time. I know I slouch a lot when I'm sat in my chair. All right. I try and get Lillian to do these every day because she needs to work on her upper body strength for gymnastics, but it's not Lillian's disbelief. It's actually not. It's not even Vanessa's disbelief. I think she believes it. It's more to Vanessa's disgust because I'm very accident prone. I'll probably get injured. You know. Yeah, lifting vacuums upstairs and everything's going to help. Excellent, Trish. That's really, really good to her. So get yourself on there. Take some photos of yourselves and some videos. Tag our page at 1-to-1 Team Thomas. Give us a tag in there. Give us the hashtag Get Moving. You do get injured. That's why. Occasionally, only sometimes. But yeah, so I want to see your videos on it, and I challenge you to walk at least a mile a day. All right, that's 7 miles a week, and then next week challenge yourself to 2 miles, etc., etc., etc. It's an easy peasy. We can get into other stuff as well to keep you moving, like planking. Planking's very, very good for you. Sit-ups is very, very good for your abs. It depends on your ability. This is why I said doing the squats using the resistance band will help keep you back, will help keep your balance, and will and it's really, really good for your abs anyway. So yes, so that's my little bit of exercise segment for you guys. It's literally, if I walk a mile a day, if I walk a mile a day in a week, I'll be in the next village. She's a tit, isn't she? 30-day plank challenge. I think my record for planking was 5.5 minutes. It hurt afterwards, but yeah, 5.5 minutes was my record. But this will help keep you tight and help keep you thingy. Swimming is good for everything. It is good for de-stress. I love being in water. I love swimming. Swimming is a good use of every single muscle in your body. It is very good cardiovascular, and it is, like you say, brilliant for de-stressing. So swimming's a good thing. I used to, back before lockdown, I used to go to the gym and swim 3 times a day. So I'd hit the gym for an hour and a half. No, I'd hit the gym for 2 hours. Then I would swim for an hour and a half, and I'd probably swim 100 lengths. And then I'd do an hour aquasize or aquazumba. So 3 for planking, it killed me. Yeah, I was, after a while, the 5.5 was all right. I was dead. I just kept pushing myself. Like, it depends on how long your legs are, though, really. You got short legs, so that's probably only 2 miles. 2,000 steps is probably only half a mile for you because you got short legs. Yeah, I'd like to go swimming again now. I've lost the weight and confident enough to go and try. Yeah. The man's part fish. What? Oh, yeah. Yes, part fish. I love being. I love swimming. When we go down the beach with the kids and we're in the water, the kids are like, we've had enough. I'm like, 10 more minutes, please. 10 more minutes. But I don't like being wet unnecessarily. If I'm out of the swimming pool, I need to be dry as quick as possible. I'm a weirdo. What can I say? Yeah, I get you now, Shami. So, anyway, that is that. If you want any more exercise tips, then hit me up. I can do you whatever you need, or do my best to do you whatever you need. So, but I'm going to move on to the tasty segment now of the show, which is my delicious recipes. So, not your sausage part. Behave. It's not that type. Wrong stream. That's tomorrow night. Yeah, so we're going to move on to my tasty recipe for you guys now. Absolutely gorgeous recipe. It's something I love because it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. And this is something that I love cooking. I'm so jealous you guys are at the beach. Mate, we don't go that often. We probably go like 2 or 3 times a year and it's on our doorstep. We are literally a 10-minute walk from the beach and we only go 2-3 times a year. It's ridiculous. Should definitely get down there more. But yeah, on to tasty recipe. So it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. This has always been my Valentine's meal that I would cook for Vanessa and I. It's for step 3 and above if you're following plan. It's 412 calories per person and it is a banger. Check it out. So here we are then, guys. My delicious Chinese chicken recipe. Oh my days. Just 218 calories per person. What is going on? So here we are then, guys. My delicious Chinese chicken recipe. No. I don't have the recipe for you. Hold on. Chinese chicken was last week, weren't it? Right, it should be this one. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Nope. What is going on here today? Right. Let's try it. So here it is then, guys. My gorgeous steak recipe for you. Just 412 calories per person. Let's get into it. So in this video, I'm going to be covering 2 different types of steak. One for Vanessa, which is going to be cooked well done and unseasoned, and one for myself, which is going to be cooked rare and seasoned. So firstly, the seasoned steak. Now mine, I'm cooking it rare and I'm going to leave the fat on for the cooking process, but I will remove it once I've dished it up. So we're going to take a good pinch of salt, a good pinch of pepper, and we're going to cover this both sides of the meat. Then we're going to cover the steak with some cling film, and using your tenderizing hammer, we're just going to gently tap it to tenderize the meat. Let the hammer do all the work. Repeat this on both sides and then set it aside to rest for a good 5 to 10 minutes. Now, for some reason, I don't know why I didn't video this part, but for Vanessa's steak, I cut all visible fat off of the steak, every single piece of it, and then we skipped the seasoning process, but we covered it with cling film. We used our tenderizing hammer, gently tapped the meat to get it nice and tender, and then set it aside still for 5 to 10 minutes, just to let it rest before cooking. So take 400 grams of sweet potato, give it a wash, leave the skins on, and slice these up into some gorgeous looking chips. Take a saucepan and give it a good pinch of salt, bring it to the boil, add your chips into there and boil for 5 minutes and immediately remove from the heat and drain. Now add these to an oven-proof dish, spray well with your fry light and whack them in the oven at 200 degrees for around about 20 minutes, giving them a shake halfway through. Now just take 400 grams of button mushrooms, give them a good wash, cut them in half, set them aside, then take a tomato and we're going to cut that in half and set that aside for later on. Take a pan of hot water, add a good pinch of salt, 80 grams of peas into that water and on a mid to low heat for around about 5 to 10 minutes. Now on to the best bit, which is cooking the steak. So first we're going to do the well done steak. Get a pan and get it red hot. Reduce the heat to a nice medium heat. Put the steak in and we're going to cook this to 3 to 4 minutes either side. Once it's cooked, just give it a poke test. It should feel quite firm. We're going to set this aside into a warm dish for about 10 minutes and cover it and leave it to rest. Now onto the rare steak, and I forgot to mention these steaks are 250 grams each. So what we're going to do, we're now going to take it and whack the heat up in the pan to a medium to high heat, and we're going to cook this for 2 minutes on either side. Once we're happy with that, do the little poke test. It should be nice and squidgy there. Set this aside into a warm dish, cover it and leave it to rest for 5 to 10 minutes to soak up all them juices. Using the same pan straight away, smack the mushrooms in there, whack the tomatoes in, a splash of water and cover those and leave these to cook for about 5 minutes. Do not stir them. When you stir mushrooms, you knock a lot of the water content out, making them go mushy. After 5 minutes, remove the lid, take the mushrooms out and then place the tomatoes face down just to brown these off. And now it's time to dish this bad boy up. You're going to take half of your sweet potato, place them nicely on the plate, half the peas, half the mushrooms, place your steak on there, top it off with that tomato, and look at that, absolutely delicious. And this whole plateful for just 412 calories per person. Go ahead and try this for yourself. Leave me a comment down below how you got on with it. And remember, like, follow, and share this with a friend for more tasty recipes from One to One Team Thomas. There we have it, guys. Absolute delish. Rachel comes in and says, looks delish. Besides the mushrooms, besides the tomato. You can take that off, just minus off the calories. But it is absolutely gorgeous. It was cooked to perfection. The best steak in Skegness. What can I... Probably in the world, because I cooked it. And I know. So, I'll make it next week when I've been shopping. Yep. Cut the fat off. Have the steak cooked however you want. So I got Litland to try mine because I have mine rare. There's no other way of having steak, really. Terribly sorry to all of you that don't like rare. And Lillian absolutely loved it. And she's like, well, next time I go out for a meal down the pub, I know what I'm ordering. She also tried some granary mustard with it as well. She enjoyed that. But absolutely delicious. And you see that full dinner plate is only 412 calories. This is on step 3 or above. Because of the sweet potato in there and the amount that is in there, basically, if you're following our thing. Right, so just going, oh, by the way, can I add rice noodles to the veg water? Yes, you can add rice noodles to the veg water, but just remember to count the calories on it. Check the calories on the rice noodles, okay? You can actually make that into an even better kind of like a pot noodly type thing if you use some of the skinny stuff or some of the slim, the eat water slim noodles or stuff like that. You'll actually find, because it's lower in calorie and then you can bulk it out with veg or whatever, that might be a little bit better for you. Makes it for your next visit. Do I look like a chef? That's not really... No, because your next visit was challenge, wasn't it? You guys and Vanessa have got to go to the shop, buy me some random ingredients, and I just got to make something off the top of my head with it. Remember? The mystery bag. That's what we're going to do. So, yep, that was my meal of the week. Like I say, it's not so much a recipe, but just how to cook the steaks properly. There's a little bit of... there was some hints in there on how to cook your steak properly. Now, when I say about the pressure test, so what you're going to do, relax your hand and do the OK sign. This is rare. That, if you feel that, do the OK sign and feel that. That's rare, okay? If you then move your finger over, this is medium, and then this is well done, okay? So rare, medium, well done. And that's the firmness, and that's what you want. And it's relaxed hand, not tensed. Relaxed hand, rare, relaxed hand, medium, relaxed hand, well done. If it's that tough, throw it in the bin. Rare, medium, well done. How many of you are now there going, rare, medium, well done? That's how you cook a steak. Rare. But literally, it's 2 minutes either side. Rare. That looks dodge. Does. I apologise. But yeah, that's how you test it. None of this cutting in. Then your hand's not relaxed. Relaxed hand. Look at that. Rare, relaxed hand. Rare. Medium. Well done. But your hand needs to be relaxed. If you're doing that, okay, then that's going to be tense because you're tensing that muscle there. Relaxed hand. Relaxed. Relaxed hand. Rare. Without rare. See how squishy that is? Rare. Medium. Well done. Medium. Well done. Medium. Rare. Rare. Medium. Well done. Okay, I'm not doing it again. That's how you test your steaks. It should be really squishy if you have no muscles there. Dipstick. Right. So, National Days, last segment of the show. National Days is... Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. For all you lovebirds out there, go ahead and cook this meal for your missus or your fella or your significant other. And it win, hands down. Thursday is a Random Acts of Kindness Day. Maybe you got too much for gripping. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Thursday is National Random Acts of Kindness Day. So let's see you tagging us in all of your random acts of kindness that you do on Thursday or throughout the week, but mainly Thursday is the day of it. I think of it as Be Kind to Yourself Day. We didn't need to know that, shall we? And then, like I said, Monday next week is Love Your Pet and Birdwatch Day. I've already mentioned that. I'm trying to cover Monday because obviously I do my shows on a Monday late. So, Monday, yeah, Love Your Pet. So, any pet photos on Monday, tag us in it at 121 Team Thomas. And Birdwatch. So, go for that walk and see how many birds you can identify. Valentine's Day, that is. Right, I'm with you. So, yes. So, next week's Mondays with Martin. Topic, people. Give me a topic. You got 10 minutes. Let's see what we want for a topic next week. What I can cover for you. Next week's recipe is going to be chicken Alfredo, as asked for by Jessica Egan Figgs, one of our American, wanted me to get the recipe down in calories, so I've taken it from, 590 to 231 calories per person. So that is going to be the recipe. I will also show you a low-calorie pancake recipe for you guys because it is Shrove Tuesday. It's Pancake Day on Tuesday next week. Can I sit on my I can sit on my sofa and do birdwatch. That defeats the object. Lindsay, I love my kitties. Then take some pictures with them and send them over. Puddings. No. I've told you my recipes. Told you my recipes. I want a topic. Puddings would come under recipes, wouldn't it? Supposed to give you a nice health topic, a nice food topic. We have food topic, which is the recipe of the week, health topic. And then we have Monday, my journey. Low calorie work lunch ideas. Okay, so these are all food ideas for my, my recipe ideas. For the food segment, I want a topic. So we've done moving, we've done mental health, we've done... I mean, to be fair to you guys, okay, I did kind of do the eating abroad. Hithy mindfulness. That's mental health. Staying hydrated. Yeah. Pretty sure I did that on one of them. The importance of being hydrated and stuff. Okay, I'll see what I can combine out of all of those puddings. I do like the low-calorie rice pudding idea. I'll look into that one. Distraction techniques, that's a good one. I do like that. Distraction techniques. Positive self-talk. I like that one as well. I have a lot for that because I like doing that. And staying focused, which are kind of come in under the positive self-talk. Okay, some ideas. Cool. We'll run with one of those, and then another recipe idea because I got to get into. So I'm doing a British one. So I'm doing the chicken Alfredo next week, and then I'm going to do a couple of British recipes. But low-cal rice pudding. Wonder if I can do it using these. I did Breaking Bad Habits on episode 1, I think it was, or episode 2. I have done Breaking Bad Habits. Very difficult. Comes under your mindfulness, though. But yeah. I did touch on that one. But yeah. Okay, so next week, topic is either going to be... It will be around distraction and staying focused or positive thinking. Self-talking, keeping yourself focused on that. They're kind of all interlinked to each other, so I'll just see what I can come up with that. Some techniques for you on that. It will probably be without cow's milk to make the calorie. Don't worry, I got. Ooh, I'll get it. I will get it sorted. I will think of something. I got a couple of weeks to do that. But yeah. Hope today has been helpful, as always. I'm going to end it there. I'm going to go and sort myself some dinner, because I actually haven't eaten before coming on tonight. So, going to go and sort myself out. I'll probably have one of our spaghetti bolognese products. Who knows? I'll have one of our products. But hope today's been helpful. Don't forget about the Yumsu cognac products. So, they're skinny spaghetti, skinny rice, and skinny noodles. Go ahead and give them a try. Right, if you can't, you get hold of the Eat Water stuff. These are worked out about, I think it was 79 or 99p a packet. So they're cheaper than the other stuff as well. And well, we got very not sure I'll manage extra exercise. No worries. I'll try and come up with them recipes for you. I will see you again next week, where, like I said, we got some chicken Alfredo coming up, some pancakes. Absolutely gorgeous. Our topic, which I'll sort out around what you guys have said about today. And then obviously my journey, we'll see how well I've done. But for now, that is it from me. Thank you very much, guys. You've been absolutely amazing. Don't forget, if you want our help and our guidance on your weight loss journey, if you would like to join up with us and follow our plans, contact us here at 121 Team Thomas. All our socials are at 121 Team Thomas, capital T's. You can watch this back on hashtag replay, or you can watch it again on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/@121 Team Thomas. Also, if you would like to become a health and wellbeing coach like myself and Vanessa, get in touch and join our team now. All the information is here, right here on our page where you are watching me. And remember, guys, choose you, choose us, and together as one, we can help make a healthier future. I'll catch you next week. Cheers for now, guys.